Hey guys, welcome to Sruti Tarot. This is your reading for Sunday, November 30th of 2025. I'm just cleansing the space with sage and Palo Santo and cleansing the spread. And I'm also going to ring this bell to cleanse the energy of anything dense or negative or hard or difficult or dark. So, congratulations, you made it to the end of the holiday week, and there seems to have been a bit of a story arc throughout this week, leading into the week and coming out of the week. It's why I like to do the weekly readings all together and get like a kind of a, um, what's the word, bird's eye view of the story arc that's happening throughout the week. And this being a holiday week, there is sort of a definitive beginning, middle, and end. And we came into this holiday week with some form of heartbreak and the realization that focusing on your unique vision and passion, and also on the gathering together of family for the holiday, would help kind of bring you through this whatever relationship didn't go the way you expected. And so we see as an oracle for the whole day, closing out this week, we return to that theme of relationships gone sideways, and this says we outgrew each other. And it's very kind of abstract, the imagery. So it could be a romantic relationship, like I sort of was feeling was the case earlier in the week. It could also be some kind of business partnership, or it could actually just, as another layer, literally point to the holiday kind of being over. You sort of say to your family, that was fun, but I'm going to go home now, on a more mundane level. So that's kind of completing the story arc of this week. To clarify the We Outgrew Each Other card, I actually pulled the vow, which is super fascinating since the vow is about commitments, it's about marriages, it's about vows we speak to each other, but it's also about vows that we speak to ourselves. So the vow is sort of talking about perhaps a vow that was spoken and is now broken, like a marriage vow. It could be a vow that was never spoken, but maybe could have been and it didn't work out. But more importantly, this vow card is asking you to make a vow to yourself. Really, this bird up here, the bird of freedom, and also kind of the white dove of spirituality, is sort of asking you to look inside of yourself, make the vow to love yourself before you love anyone else. That is the strongest form of love. Also, self-love in a way that honors the universe, the cosmic, spiritual, higher power that guides all of us. That is the most important vow you could ever make, and the one that should never ever be broken. There should never be anyone or anything in between you and yourself, and in between you and what you consider to be your higher power. And that is sometimes the lesson that these soulmate situations teach us, that go perhaps the way we didn't expect them to go. So the energy leading into today is the energy of compassion, with this skull that has kind of plants growing out of it, as if it's a symbol of death, but new life is already growing. So compassion is interesting because it's, again, calling us back to the heart, to this feeling of heartbreak, having compassion for yourself and for others, despite the whatever heartbreak feeling you may have been experiencing. It's also calling us again to this, back to this theme of death, transformation, the snake, the year of the snake, the year of death and rebirth, and the fact that even within this image of death, of something that may have not grown, have sort of withered before its time, that new growth is already happening. And this type of growth up here, antlers symbolize kind of this Christ consciousness, stag energy of real spiritual wisdom. And that is what you've really gained throughout what otherwise may have been an unpleasant situation, especially in regards to any kind of romantic situation. You have come out of this like growing your own pair of antlers, so to speak, spiritual antlers that have new growth, new possibilities, new life already blossoming. It's really quite beautiful. And compassion, I think, really is the key word for really what a lot of wisdom embodies. Wisdom isn't just like high forms of knowledge. Wisdom is the heart. The wisdom of the heart is compassion for ourselves and others, of the fact that we're all human. We all are going through this experience. We all experience heartbreak. We all make mistakes. We all want relationships. They all fail. Some of them succeed. The key is compassion for ourselves and others, really on a very deep level. So, kind of further emphasizing this point, the present moment is the Death card in reverse with the Ten of Wands. Now, this is really a good sign. The Ten of Wands means you're at the very end of a cycle that was sort of hard to carry, whether it was this heartbreak or just the mundane holiday season. It's coming to an end. Your burdens are almost over. The Death in reverse is coming out of the death process, coming out of the year of the snake, out of the holiday season, and out of this week of kind of having to face this sense of heartbreak head on. Now, moving into the future, I'm not surprised to see the Sailor card with a ship indicating travel. I mean, it's literally a travel card. A lot of people are traveling home after the Thanksgiving holiday. Wanderlust is the word on the card. So there's kind of this bright, like, it's time to leave. Holiday's over, and it's time to dance again. It's time to really let loose all this. The card says self-expression and strength that you've gained after kind of being cooped up in this protective but sometimes stifling egg we saw yesterday of the home and the Thanksgiving tradition and the holiday. Every intention you set, every piece of wisdom you gained, every new growth on this antler of after the death process is like ready to burst forward in this beautiful ribbon of dance and joy and creativity, and the just like the joy of leaving the nest. So, what's also interesting to me are these two fish kind of intertwined. This to me kind of reminds me of the Two of Cups again, of the potential for new romance. Two of Cups indicates soulmate relationships. We saw two dolphins playing, I believe, on Saturday. And the fish in the tarot are often in the suit of cups, sometimes coming out of the page of cups. The fish jumping out is sort of an expression of emotional joy and love and connection. So I see these two fish in this water, this sort of dancing water, as like when you come out of this experience of the holiday and of the heartbreak and of reawakening after this shedding of the old skin. When you start dancing again, that is when this sense of play connects you with the new emotional experience, the new dancing waters of a brand new relationship that's much more in line with who you are. And so a card like We Outgrew Each Other, referencing the past, isn't quite so painful because you are, this card is literally showing you this fish as an equal partner. This is a soulmate that's equal to you, that's grown in their emotional maturity, that's ready to navigate any kind of waters, whether they're turbulent or calm, that's ready to explore new places, new influences, new emotions with you. These two fish look super similar, super on the same page, and super intertwined. Very beautiful, very exciting, kind of gold beautiful new horizons that are happening after this holiday season. And then, of course, tomorrow, Monday, is the first day of the last day of the month of the year of the snake, December 1st. I will see you guys for tomorrow's reading. In 2018, I had an allergic reaction to an ear piercing that radically changed my life. Luckily, due to a unique spiritual awakening, I was able to come off of prednisone and reclaim my life. I believe that what I learned during all those years of pain and suffering can help you overcome your problems too. For my spiritual teachings, check out my website, my YouTube, and my book.